I'm Beth Jacobson, and I'm here with
Pam Lathrop.
And this is the June edition of the Beloit Today Show, and as always, we have a lot of guests to interview. I'm going to start the show off by interviewing Michael Lofton, our planner, assistant planner, and Rick McGrath from the Landmarks Commission, and they're going to show us a house in town that's a historic home that was recently rehabbed, and I think it's exciting. The pictures are phenomenal on the inside, and we just gave an award to this property owner, so that's an exciting one. And who are you interviewing, Pam?
Oh, I'm going to be interviewing Jenny Schomber, and we're going to be talking about all the summer reading programs at the library.
I know that's an important program for the school district. They want to make sure that those students are reading in the summer.
Oh, of course. And they have an adult reading program, too.
Oh, I should look into that. And then it's the June show, but it's sneaking up on us. July is, and then I'll interview Chief Liggett. He's our fire chief, and every year we want to talk about fireworks safety. It's always an issue. You know, please be safe with your fireworks, and Chief Liggett just wants to make sure that, please be careful, make sure that only adults, I think is what he's going to tell us, should be lighting fireworks.
Right, and then we have one more joint interview. Our co-worker, Shauna Elamine, is the new Downtown Beloit Association Executive Director, and we are going to probably co-interview her. We hate to see her go, but we know it's a great opportunity for her, and we're really excited about it.
Yes, we're both very happy for Shauna, but we're selfishly going to miss her. So look forward to that interview. I think it'll be a fun one.
I think so, too.
On Park Avenue with Michael Lofton, an assistant planner at the city, and Rick McGrath. He's the chairman of the his Landmark Commission. And we're here today to talk about the Landmarks Commission and also historic properties in the city of Beloit. We're here at 630 Park Avenue. It's a home that just received an award, and we'll get into that a little bit later. So let me start with Michael. Michael, you're fairly new to the city. You've been here
almost a year.
Almost a year. But where did you come from, and how long have you been here?
So I'm originally from Gary, Indiana, and I've been here since June of 2011, working for the city. I started out as an intern and then transitioned to the assistant planner position.
And for the people, I know that when I was in school, people were like, what's a planner? What do you do? Can you explain a little bit about what that job entails? Certainly, it's the Landmarks Commission.
Sure. What we normally do is just we're involved with the physical development of cities, and we basically maintain, apply, and enforce certain ordinances that have to do with the physical development of the city, like the zoning ordinance, architecture reviews, and landscape code, and some other ordinances that
Sure. So this is a really exciting job, at least I think. They're the first to know, the planning department's the first to know about any developments in the city, and certainly in certain, for example, historic homes, when they have plans to refurbish things in the city, both businesses and residential. So, Michael, can you talk about your function on the Landmarks Commission specifically?
Sure. I'm the liaison to the Landmarks Commission, and I'm just tasked with reviewing applications for any exterior alteration of historic properties within the city, and making a recommendation. And the Commission basically reviews the application and either agrees or disagrees and vote accordingly.
Sure. And then just a basic question, how would someone know if they have a historic home or if they live in a historic
Sure.
property?
Usually when they purchase the property, is listed as historic, or they can either call us to find out if it's historic or check the city's website.
Sure. So then what happens is you do a staff report, and then you pass it over to the Landmarks Commission, and then that's what Rick chairs. And so, Rick, when you get the packet and you have a meeting, can you talk about the commission? You've been on the commission for several years now, is that correct?
Yeah, about 3-4 years, I suppose.
And if you know Rick, and if you've ever heard him speak, you'll know that he's pretty passionate about it, and he's very knowledgeable about historic homes. And can you talk a little bit about your history with historic homes?
Well, I've lived in other historic communities before moving to Beloit about 7 years ago, and ever since I've been an adult, and I've always preferred to live in historic, interesting homes in historic, interesting neighborhoods and communities. It's my flavor.
And so on the commission, you're the chairman, and you make decisions. Can you talk about some of the things that come before the commission? What for people that don't live in a historic home, what types of things do you review if someone's redoing their house, if you will?
Sure. Well, most of what gets reviewed is the primary external facades of residences, most often. We don't really get involved at all with interiors. While the code does address back, rear of the building facades, that's not really a priority. It's primarily the front facade of the home, the secondary facades of the either side. And if it's a corner lot, even the size of the house are prominent. So that's most of our focus.
And so the goal really is to maintain the integrity of the historic nature of the home. Is that?
Yes, yeah, that's true.
And so when someone's rehabbing a home, you want it to look as it would in the period that it was built?
Generally speaking, of course there are exceptions, and it's open to some interpretation. But generally speaking, the original character of the house. So most homes have a predominant period and character architectural style. Some are more of a collection of influences as opposed to an individual identifiable architectural style. But there's an original character to the house that we try to encourage property owners to maintain.
Sure. Now, we're on Park Avenue, and this home just recently received an award. Do you want to talk about that a little bit?
I would love to. This is a huge win for Beloit. I've been in a lot of old homes. I've been in a lot of homes that are in very sad shape, and this house was scheduled for demolition. And once we heard about it, some neighbors and some involved folks and some folks on the commission, we were able to get together and get a tour of the house. And this was far and away the most distressed house I'd ever been in. It was amazingly awful. But it's a testament to the fact that the structure of the house, the foundation, the bones of the house were still intact. It had just been let to degrade in an awful way. But thanks to some networking, and I tell two people and they tell two people, and the word passes around, and Genesis Construction, through the soft economic times that we've been going through, in the interest of keeping his workers busy and employed, took on this project and just turned it around. I've had the opportunity to go inside, actually during the process and since they've completed it, and this is a wonderful home for contemporary living standards. Most people don't want to live in a house museum. That's not what we're about. It's about maintaining the integrity of the house and the integrity of the streetscape in intact historic districts and neighborhoods. And it's it's not a house museum. It is not a restoration. It is a renovation, beautifully done.
Sure. So we're at 630 Park, and I don't know if the viewers are watching, but there's another historic home I can see across the street, and I know every year the Landmarks Commission does a tour of does a walking tour. So Park Avenue is a pretty busy street, but if you're ever around the college or the Park Avenue area, if you park on Park Avenue and take a walking tour, you can see the intricacies of these homes. I mean, they're beautiful, and we were able at the last city council meeting to see some of the images of this specific home, and it's beautiful. So can you tell us when your landmark meetings are in case someone is interested in attending?
It is the first and third
Tuesdays
of the month. I should know that. But
and if they're canceled, that'll be noticed on our website, and if it's on, it'll also be noticed on our website. So you guys, thank you for allowing me to interview you. The Landmarks Commission, they don't get many accolades, but they have a lot of meetings, and I appreciate the interview. It's been very interesting.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm here with the Fire Chief, Brad Liggett, and we're going to talk about fireworks safety today. This is the June Beloit Today show, but I don't think we could film in time for the 4th of July show, so we're going to do it a month in advance. And as you can imagine, the fire department is the department that gets called when we have firework issues. So let's start first of all with how does someone know what's legal and what's not legal when they start buying fireworks?
Well, our partners in safety in this are the fireworks stores, and they're bound by our city ordinance as to what they can sell and what they can't sell. And if it goes up in the air and blows up, it's illegal for use in the city of Beloit. You may be able to use it somewhere else in the state of Wisconsin with a permit, but the city of Beloit does not sell those permits, so you can't use them here in the city.
So essentially, if you're buying it in the city, it should be legal.
Absolutely.
And what about, we're very close to the Illinois border. Are there things that are legal in Illinois that are not legal in Wisconsin?
Actually, Illinois has a more strict fireworks program than we do. So what's legal in Illinois are some really novelty things, novelty fireworks like snaps, poppers, snakes, sparklers, smoke bombs. Those kinds of things are legal in Illinois, where we in Wisconsin allow fountains and things like that. Those kinds of sales in Illinois are not legal.
And what are some of the common calls that you get? I'm sure it's burns. I'm sure it's complaints from neighbors. What other things go on during the 4th of July season?
Well, we have a great deal of fireworks complaints regarding noise. Each and every year we have upwards of 500-600 complaints over the 4th of July weekend from neighbors and neighborhood folks regarding just the noise from fireworks itself. We do have fires associated with fireworks. Typically those are grass fires. Sometimes we have an occasional house fire. Our worst season was, I believe, the 2005 season. We had 5 house fires as a result of fireworks that year. So last year we went a whole year without a fireworks fire. So that was significant improvement for us. So we're hoping to stay on that course this year.
And some of the calls that you get, I'm assuming, are related to noise. And can you remind the people watching what our curfew is? I think it's 10 o'clock. Is that when people should start putting their fireworks away?
Absolutely. Obeying the noise nuisance ordinance is important. Making sure that you're not using fireworks after that 10 p.m. hour. During the summer hours, most people do their fireworks in the dark because that's when you get the best effect with them. So, that doesn't occur until 8:30, 9 o'clock in this particular time of year. So you really have only got about an hour to do it. Don't overextend yourself. Don't have so many fireworks that you have to extend yourself into the midnight hour to get it all done. Typically, we would expect to have fireworks on the 4th of July. That's one of the American traditions. So we see that all the time, and many times those fireworks go to the wee hours of the morning, 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, before things settle down, and that's very difficult for our residents.
And I know that we did this same interview last year. Can you talk about just fireworks safety? Have a hose nearby. Do you put them on a wooden board? Don't throw them away? Obviously, wait till the next morning.
What we do is we encourage people to make sure that an adult is the one using the firework. It has to be someone over 18. That's what's legal in Wisconsin. You have to be 18 to purchase fireworks and use them. So it's important that that's the first thing. Second, having safety glasses. It's important to have safety glasses and protective clothing so that you can protect yourself from any sparks or any unintentional accident with the firework should something like that happen. It's important to have something that can extinguish a fire if one would occur. Also, you don't want to relight duds if there's something that doesn't light as a result of a malfunction, something like that. You don't want to try to relight that firework.
Just let it go.
Just let it go.
Call it off.
Yep.
And then can we talk about briefly? These I know sit in your office regularly. I know I was intrigued and asked what it was. And can we talk about these?
Sure. It's important to recognize what these are. These are show fireworks, and I know from its general appearance it looks like an oversized firework, but this is actually what a firework is that is used at a fireworks show. And it's a cross section of that, so you can see what's inside the explosive materials, how they're put together. But the most dangerous thing about this is that they're large, and the fuses on them are not very long. It only takes less than 100 a second to ignite this fuse from top to bottom. So if you were to try to ignite this, there's absolutely no way you could get away from it. There are some disreputable vendors that have sold these in the city of Beloit in the past out of the back of a pickup. You may be able to buy them in another state and bring them back to Wisconsin. But if you use these, they are extremely dangerous and can cause death. Without a question, they can cause death. And we have had ignitions of these in our neighborhoods in the past, and we just want to warn folks that these do exist, and they're disreputable vendors, and they may tell you it's safe, but it is absolutely not. So please do not purchase anything like this.
So if you want to see a big fireworks show, go to one that's put on locally or, not locally. Enjoy the fireworks in the sky from someone that actually is educated in putting these on, and then do your fun ones in your backyard if you wish.
Absolutely. It's, and that's the whole purpose of it. Enjoy time with family, have safe, use fireworks in the safest way possible, making sure that you're not, again, reigniting those fireworks. Make sure that kids aren't playing with sparklers. Ironically, one of the most common fireworks is the most dangerous fireworks, and that is a sparkler. Certainly you can purchase them legally in the state of Wisconsin and use them at your home, but the sparks from those sparklers cause more injuries than any other firework that we have in the state, more eye injuries. So it's important, if you're going to have a child that's using them, put a pair of safety goggles on them, and then you'll be sure that there's no injuries there.
So the fire department wants you to have a safe 4th of July, but please, use caution and be safe. And if something does start on fire, clearly call 911. Don't try to put it out yourself. And as always, thanks for letting us interview you again, Chief.
Just one more thing, too. On the fireworks show, when you go to a public fireworks show, all fireworks are banned from use at that public fireworks show. So please do not bring fireworks to entertain yourself at the fireworks show. Bring a bags game, bring horseshoes, bring some kind of ball game or something for the kids to do. But please do not bring fireworks to a fireworks show. That is illegal, and it results in a municipal citation.
Okay. Well, great. Thanks. Great advice.
All right. Thank you.
The Beloit Public Library has a ton of activities going on this summer. Their theme seems to be Dream Big, Read, as you can see on t-shirts and the little brochure that the bear is holding. But they also have plenty of activities and themes and stories and activities for adults and tweens. So I'm here with Jenny Schomburg and Joan Nicholas. Jenny is basically in charge of the children's reading activities, and Joan is in charge of the tween and the adult activities. So pretty much I am going to hand over the mic and let these ladies tell you what's going on at the library, because I can't even begin to cover it all. Now you just kicked off the event, and they had a ton of kids sign up. It's very exciting, but you can still sign up. It's not too late. So Jenny, have at it.
Okay. We just had a whole bunch of kids here for our kickoff event where they got to sign up for the reading program, but they can still sign up all the way through the end of July, through July 28th. That's the last day of the program. That's the reading program where kids can read for at least 2 hours each week, do some activities each week, and then bring in their reading record for us, and they get a small prize for each week that they complete. Then on top of that, we have all of our programs that we do to keep the kids and moms and dads busy all summer long. We have our Tuesday Tales and Treats, and that's a story time and a snack for kids age 6 to 12. We have our Wednesday morning story times for the little kids, our Wednesday afternoon tween times for the 8 to 13-year-olds, and then we have family fun days on Thursdays and Fridays. And a couple of the neat big programs that we're having on those days are, the one I'm most excited about is our Suitcase Shakespeare company that's coming in. And they're going to do a 45-minute skit doing Taming of the Shrew for the little kids. So families are invited to that, but it's going to be a great time for the kids as well. Then we also, that's on Thursday, July 12th at 6:30 at night. And then we also have some arts and crafts and games days. And there's just so much information that you should stop here and pick this up, or you can go to our website and find the brochures on our website as well. So lots going on for the kids.
Thank you, Jenny. Like she said, make sure you stop in and get one of these blue brochures. And now Joan is going to fill us in on tween activities and adult activities, and they also have their own flyers.
Right. Yes, we have activities for teens, and the teens here are 12 to 18 years old. We do have a reading club for teens, and they simply need to read a book and enter a slip, and they will be eligible for prize drawings throughout the summer. We will have 3 grand prize winners who will receive Visa gift cards. There's a $75, $50, and $25 Visa gift card. So they need to read a book to enter, but they also get an entry if they attend one of our programs. We will have Tuesday pizza and movie nights. We are having a visit from the Beloit Police Department on street smarts, on how to teach teens not to be victims. Everything is in this flyer, which you can find in the library. They will also be going out to the middle schools, and they are at the high school already. Okay.
And for the adults, you have Join Us for a Celestial Summer of Events. And on the back of this, you have some things pertaining to adult activities.
Right. The Teen Club mirrors the Children's Club. It goes from June 7th is our kickoff, and that will be from 6 to 8 p.m. and goes through July 28th. The adults is only the month of July. It's from July 2nd to July 28th. There will be 4 weekly prizes of $50 each, and then the grand prize winner this year will win a Nook color. And again, you need to read a book, enter a slip. We select the weekly prize winners and then the grand prize winners. And there are program opportunities for adults as well, which are on these bookmark flyers.
Do you have suggested reading lists?
We don't really have suggested reading lists. We have a binder in the adults section that if you're interested in romance or Christian fiction, African American authors, you can find those. We haven't specifically put out lists, but we do have that binder available. And the librarians at the desk, if you are a big fan of John Grisham and you ask what other authors might I like, we can guide you in that direction.
Okay. I know that the librarians are very knowledgeable, and all you have to do is stop and ask, because everyone's very friendly and willing to help, and I appreciate that because I ask plenty of questions. Now, quickly, tell us about this cute little bear.
We have vagabond bears, we call them, and they can be checked out for 3 weeks. Kids can take them on vacation with them. They come with a backpack that has a book of activities and a notebook so you can write your bear's adventures for us for the next person to read about. So those are available through the end of the summer.
Totally sweet. And I know that you said that Lily's coming back for a brief stint.
That's right. Read to Lily. You can do that again this summer. It's going to be on select Fridays from 10 to 11 in the morning. No sign-ups this time around. Just show up, first come, first serve.
And if you didn't see one of the previous shows, Lily is the reading dog, and just as sweet as can be and so patient, the children can just read to her. So I want to thank Jenny and Joan for being on the show today, and please stop by the library and participate in some of these summer events.
I'm here with Shauna El Amin, and Pam and I are both interviewing Shauna today because we work with her every single day, and she's the new Downtown Beloit Association director, and she's been promoted, and so Pam and I are both going to miss her dearly, and so, right, Pam?
Oh, absolutely, but we're so proud of Shauna.
Yes, we're very happy for her, even though we miss you terribly.
No crying.
No crying. And so, Shauna, we're down here at Fridays in the Park, which is something that your agency puts on, and it's something that we all enjoy. Let's talk about your transition. You've worked for the GBEDC for how long, and then let's talk about your transition into the DBA.
Okay, I've worked actually with the GBEDC and the City of Beloit Economic Development for 4.5 years, and I just recently got hired to go with the DBA as their executive director. And so Fridays in the Park will be my mission every Friday, as long as the weather permits, of course. And we'll also do Fridays in the Park special editions every once in a while. We're going to introduce a few new bands this summer, things that I've just thought of as I just started the job. So, and also we have a farmer's market every Saturday downtown, and that's gotten bigger and bigger every year, and that's officially kicking off actually tomorrow, because this is actually June 1st, so I'll be excited to go to my first farmer's market officially tomorrow.
Yes, and as you know, it's one of the city's favorite, one of our favorite things to do in this city. We're very excited for Shauna. And can you talk about some of the other events you have coming up this summer? I know that we don't want to get too far ahead of ourselves, but I think you have a couple other events.
Yeah, we have street dance that's coming up the first weekend in August. We always have that. Besides that, I'm not exactly 100% sure what else we do.
So we'll be winging it, and I don't know if you can hear the music, but I know that Pam and I will be down here visiting Shauna, right?
Oh,
Pam?
absolutely. But, besides all the events, Shauna's got a lot of interesting things coming up with the redevelopment of the Wagner's building, too. That's going to be exciting.
It will be.
And that'll be difficult coordinating, I'm sure, right?
Yeah, because we have to kind of work around our Fridays in the Park and our farmers market, and hopefully the street can stay usable. It might not stay open, but hopefully it'll stay usable for those events.
Well, I'll go out of my way to make sure we can schedule as many meetings as possible with the DBA so that we get to see you again.
That would be great.
I know that Shauna's got a great staff person, too, and your office has been very good about sending out emails, reminders, and updates on all the activities. How can someone sign up for that email?
Sure. We actually have a link on our website, downtownbeloit.com. There's a link to our constant contact email marketing campaigns. And then also you can just email downtownbeloit.com at info@downtownbeloit.com, and you can actually sign up that way too.
Right, and as Pam mentioned, Crystal has been so helpful in this transition. She's been kind of pulling it all together until Shauna could transition over to the DBA. And so we also want to congratulate Crystal and thank her for all the hard work she's been doing in the interim.
Definitely. Without her keeping me in the loop the last 2.5 weeks, I don't think I would know as much about the DBA as I do even now. So.
Is there anything else you want to say to Shauna?
Oh, congratulations.
We'll miss you terribly, and welcome to your new job. We can't, if you want to meet Shauna, Fridays in the Park, Farmers Market, come downtown and she'll be here.
Definitely. Thanks. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Nikki Meyer. I'm Executive Director of Friends of Riverfront, and of course I am down on our beautiful riverfront. And boy, do we have an exciting summer for you. And yes, it is raining right now, but our concerts go on rain or shine. If it's raining, we move into the lovely Rotary Center. If the sun is shining, then you're all on the lovely Harry Moore Pavilion Great Lawn. It's going to be an exciting summer. Our kickoff concert is June 15th. Little Vito and the Torpedoes. Our sponsor is Beloit Health System. The concert starts at 7 o'clock, but get here early because parking is a premium. We'll have food down here. Of course, Othler's Ribs. The Knights of Columbus will be providing some wonderful beverages, and Taco Gonzalez and the Lionesses, so we'll have food. There's popcorn. Come early, set up your lawn chair for a wonderful concert by Little Vito and the Torpedoes on Friday, June 15th. And that's just the start. The following week, that Friday, June 22nd, it's a special event. Beloit Regional Hospice is celebrating their 30th anniversary. And do we have a fun band? Ladies Must Swing, because they can. They're a 12 to 14 piece, all women, great big swing sound band. And tying into that, our dancing is sort of scheduled around our concert. Our first dance is Monday, June 4th, and that's the waltz, a traditional wedding dance because it is the wedding season. But the following two Mondays are swing lessons, so to get you ready to swing out on the riverfront with Ladies Must Swing. Make sure that you get our Music and More calendar. We have something almost every Friday night. Gospel Jubilation on the riverfront is back. The Latino celebration is back. And our movie this year is Up. UP, yes, Up. And you will be up on the riverfront with us. So come and join us. It's going to be a great summer. Gas prices are up, but our concerts and our events are still free. So free, fun, fabulous Friday nights with us. Friday afternoons from 11:30 till 1 o'clock. Go down to the First National Bank Plaza. They have a great lineup of music and dining. You can listen to a concert and have a meal, and the meal is provided by the local businesses in Beloit, and I think it's $6 for the meal and a can of pop. And of course, opened already now is our farmers market. It is a wonderful farmers market. People are coming from all around just for our farmers market. So stay in Beloit. Have your staycation right here. Have all these free, fun events. Thanks again. See you on the riverfront.
Well, that's a wrap. It's the end of the June show, and we are sitting out here enjoying the fluffy clouds and the blue sky. What a great day.
Yes, it's beautiful, and Fridays in the park, you might get to hear a little bit of music in the background as we wrap up.
I think spending your lunch hour downtown here all through the summer is a great way to spend a Friday afternoon, isn't it?
I can't wait. The hard part is going back to work afterwards.
Right. Well, we want to thank everybody that was on the show today, but Beth has a special announcement about the Landmarks Commission.
Yes, if anyone's interested in being on the Landmarks Commission or any commission that we have in the city, please check our website. We almost always, unfortunately, have vacancies. It's a simple process, or you can always call our office at 364-6614, and we can walk you through it.
Certainly. Do you have anything else that we need to say for the June show? I can't believe we're ending it already.
I know. I don't think so. We have a lot going on. I would just encourage people to be safe over the 4th of July weekend. And we didn't talk about it, but also if you're out on your boat, please be extra cautious, certainly around the construction down by Henry Avenue.
Absolutely. And thanks again to the staff of Cable Access Television, and tune in again for the next show in July.